So, I made a video yesterday covering what is now being called Buttongate. As I'm sure you've all heard of it by now, the Liberal, or members of the Liberal Party, were at a conservative conference and started dropping these Stop the Steal buttons and making people think that the Canadian conservatives are just like the American conservatives, which is obviously them just trying to sway public opinion. Which, if they don't have a paper trail for the money spent doing this, or maybe someone volunteered and they didn't pay any money, they still have to have a paper trail and report it to Elections Canada. If they don't, it's illegal. Now, I'm sure Mark Carney has something to say about this. I'm sure he's going to fire these people and make sure that nobody does this kind of stuff again, because it is blatant election interference. So Juno News says Mark Carney apologizes on behalf of his campaign after Liberal staffers were caught handing out buttons at a Conservative conference in an attempt to divide the Conservative Party. Let's have a look at what Mark Carney has to say.
Members of the Liberal War Room, so the Central Campaign, distributed Stop the Steal buttons at a Conservative event. Given the anti-democratic implications of this phrase, how much does this event undermine the trust in the way that the Liberals operate, and what have you done in response to these revelations?
Thanks for the question. Look, this is totally unacceptable, to be absolutely clear. And I, on behalf of my campaign, I was unaware of this behavior, but on behalf of my campaign, I apologize for it unreservedly. Okay. I've made it absolutely clear to my campaign that this behavior or anything approximating it or in that spirit is unacceptable, cannot happen again.
Unacceptable, can't happen again. Now, do any of you think that was sincere? Didn't seem to me like it was. Not to mention, why are these people not fired? If you're really sorry and you're taking this seriously, and if it's really unacceptable, why do they still have jobs in your party that you are the leader of? They should have been fired immediately. And not even for being cheaters, just for being stupid. I mean, good Lord, to do something like that and then hop on over to the bar across the street and start blabbing about it openly in front of a journalist. I mean, my God, they're not even trying to hide it anymore, guys. Blatant corruption. And for all of you who left comments on that video and said this was just a liberal false flag or a conservative false flag event, well, Mark Carney just said he's sorry, so even he's acknowledging it. What's your excuse now? I bet it'll be some other sheepish liberal propaganda type talk, right? Kind of like always. It's always an excuse. If Pierre Poilievre did this, I couldn't even imagine what they'd be saying. But because it's the Liberals, they turn their heads the other way. And that's why this country is in such a mess right now, because people just default to the Liberals instead of giving the Conservatives a chance. And listen, I agree. Aaron O'Toole was a crappy candidate and a horrible leader. Pierre Poilievre is much, much more popular than Aaron O'Toole was. He's much more popular with young blue-collar men who need to get out there and vote, because essentially they're going to be the ones to decide this election. They stay home, Liberals win. They get out and vote, Conservatives win. And probably a majority at that point. But because they don't vote traditionally and therefore they're not getting polled almost at all, we don't know the number. But we'll see. But stuff like this, young men see it, and I mean, this should piss them. They're already pissed off because they can't ever own a home and they're working their asses off and it gets them nowhere. Now this, the Liberal Party is just blatantly trying to cheat, to manipulate the public into thinking that, the Conservative Party's MAGA and all this crap you hear nonstop from Liberals. It's their only point. Other than calling Pierre Peepee, which, I mean, I guess Liberals are just stuck in 5th grade, but it's ridiculous what they allow the Liberal Party to get away with, and that's why they keep doing it, because they are not held accountable. Only the Conservatives are held accountable. And I have no problem with holding the conservatives accountable. In fact, I strongly encourage everyone to do that if they were to win this election. But to only hold them accountable and not hold the Liberals accountable is ridiculous, it's shameful, and it's childish. But either way, let me know what you guys think. Do you accept this apology from Mark Carney? Please don't be shy. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help grow this channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back shortly with a new video.